please welcome to the screen Maggie Panko.
Hi, thank you so much. It's New Year's Day, and I tell my wife I want to put autumn leaves all over my left arm. Now, I've never gotten a tattoo before. I've never showed any interest in tattoos before, and I don't even have my ears pierced because I'm afraid of the pain. So my wife says, "Are you sure you want a massive tattoo?" Yeah, I'm totally certain, even if I don't know where that certainty is coming from. And that certainty can backfire. It has in the past. For a while now, my official diagnosis has been schizoaffective disorder, which means pieces of schizophrenia and pieces of bipolar disorder. Unofficially, I'm on holiday break, which means a suspension of my routines. Now, I'm a high school teacher, which is one of the most routine jobs you can have. There's consistent bells, there's consistent schedules, and when I don't have those, my mind can get a little bit messy, even medicated. My emotions can zip like lightning. My beliefs can skip a logical beat. Like the time when I brought a bunch of exams home to mark, but was convinced that my hands could make things disappear, and I was too terrified to touch them. Now I'm wondering, is this tattoo wish that kind of holiday moment? Is this something that I really want to make permanent? I dismiss all of this and show my wife some amazing pictures of autumn leaves tattoos on the internet. They look great, I'm convinced, so I call up the tattoo shop that's only a few blocks away and make a consultation appointment. A few weeks after that consultation, I'm sitting in front of Alex, the tattoo artist, and he's got tattoos up his neck, down his arms, all over his legs, under his rolled up jeans, and he says to me, "So when's the first time you got a tattoo?" Today, it's today. And his eyebrows shoot up. "You're asking for a lot of work," he says. "Your full 3/4 sleeve, all colors, oranges, reds, browns, no breaks at all." My adrenaline surges. Yes, I love this. This is a great idea. I just have no idea why. My wife is there for moral support, and she's starting to look a little fidgety. She's reminded me of my low pain threshold and the fact that I don't like people touching my inner arm. It makes me a little bit uneasy. But screw it. He's starting up his needle. I can hear the buzzing, and I brace myself. He comes in and goes for the first little stitch. Oh my that hurts. He backs up. "You okay?" 100%. And he goes, "All right," and goes back in. About 4 hours later, I'm done the session, and I've got a nice little outline of many maple leaves all over my arm. My wife is radiating relief. Alex undercharges me, so I overtip, and when we get home, my wife toasts my bravery. Then back at work on Monday at the school where I've taught for 10 years, I can't wait to show my closest friend there. And she's never gonna get a tattoo, but she admires the artistry. And later I'm walking down the school hallway and I'm not thinking, I just kind of roll up my sleeve, and my vice principal sees the sketches all over my arm and says, "It's always the quiet ones who have a rebel in them." Ah, quiet one. I get that a lot at school. Quiet, keeps to herself, kind of chill, and sometimes even "you seem high all the time." And these are the phrases that tell me that I'm being successful, that I'm being healthy and sane. These are not always the phrases that I heard. Years ago, before I became a teacher, they were more like wildly paranoid, out of control, and sometimes it was just as simple as you no longer know the difference between what is real and what is not. These days, it's different. I take the antipsychotic drugs, mood stabilizers, I go to appointments, I exercise, I reflect, I repeat, I go to a support group. It all occurs again, and this is the way I earn the term, the quiet one. But my next 3 appointments at the tattoo parlor are anything but quiet. It's kind of like Alex is trying to fill my arm with color using a buzzsaw, or so it seems to me. The good news is he's part counselor and he encourages my determination. every session that we go to, my wife looks a little worried, but she's there to cheer me on. And as we go through each session, it gets a little more painful and I get a little more ready. When I finish the last one, we're walking home together, and all of a sudden I look at my wife and it hits me. I say, you know, my arm, it feels attached to me. It feels whole. It feels familiar. I'm not used to this. Often I feel distant from my body, but now I don't. And she breaks into a wide smile. I wait for a couple of weeks for this new feeling of attachment to disappear, but it doesn't. And then about a month later, I'm on my way home from work and I find myself wandering into Alex's tattoo shop again. I said, "What about the left arm?" And he was like, "Green leaves?" It's like, I was thinking about that. I was wondering if you'd come back. And right then, right there, we make a plan to do my other arm all the same way. I'm really excited about this, but I kind of feel like I have to pass it by my wife. So when I get home, I say, "What do you think of this? I mean, you have to look at it." Long sigh, and she says, "You know, I just never thought I'd be married to somebody with so many tattoos." I say, "Well, it's only 2, technically, and you never thought you'd be married to a woman in the first place." She says, "This is true." And in that moment, right then, right there, clarity and happiness is easy. One sec. There you go. Thank you.